Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is actually going to be a divine feminine reading. I was just being called to do this today. So I'm going to start off with the journey from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. I pulled a bunch of cards already, okay, and I'm going to read from it. This is number 29. So let's see what it says about the journey here, okay? The journey is an invitation to step outside the boundaries of your life as you know it. The journey is not a holiday. It is a call to be hermit-like and to go on a pilgrimage into the unknown. There are no maps to the territory you will be exploring, no marked paths or road signs. The time to embark on the great journey is here. Do not linger in the port when distant shores are calling. Fearlessly draw your own navigational charts as you discover the route. When the time is right, as it is now, you will be led true even when you are not sure where you are going. It is the departure that is most important. If you miss the boat, a great opportunity will be lost, and another ship may not arrive for a long time. The journey is calling you, but the timing is premature. Collecting postcards or fantasies of where you want to go may take over your focus and make you miss your destiny. Other things must be completed first, or you may still be attached to knowing the destination. Remember, the point of the journey is not the destination, it's who you will become as you are transforming along the way. So the reason why I want to do a divine feminine reading is this: I've just been getting a lot of downloads regarding, the journey. And you guys know this journey is not just about romance. It's actually not about romance. It's about how much your masculine has reflected back to you things about yourself, it's a mirror, okay? And if you're not looking in the mirror and you're focused on the masculine, you're actually staying in the vibration of addiction. You're using this dynamic to distract from the whole point of what it was supposed to do, which was to open you up to your journey within yourself, okay? It's a self journey. It's a solo journey. Even if you have a divine counterpart, it is a solo journey. When you're fixated on the masculine and what you want to happen and how they should be or how anyone should be, when you are fixated outside of yourself, you are missing the whole point of this journey, okay? Now, as I was reading this was coming to mind because, we have a lot of stories constantly in our head all day long, stories that we're reiterating, stories based on things that we're seeing on social media or that ways that we're are portraying our story on social media, and it starts to create this whole new story that's actually not even aligned with the truth of who you are, okay? Social media, is an illusion. It's like a foreign identity that it's not really real. None of it is, okay? And if this is starting to infiltrate your soul and to distract you from your soul's journey, you need a detox, okay? You need a detox from worrying about what he, she, or whatever's doing, who's liking this, what's going on, this is all just distracting from the deep soul journey. If you were living 100 years ago and you didn't have Instagram and you didn't have Facebook or whatever, you would still be living a life. You would still be living just as rich, actually a lot richer of a life, because you'd be on a soul journey, which is what we're here for. It's not all these creations, these man-made creations like the internet and like computers and stuff that creates our journey. This is all a distraction from the self, okay? So I frequently delete certain Instagrams just because I feel like the identity tied to who you are, these are all different identities, are not really aligned with your soul, okay? So this is a strong message I'm getting. What is nature telling you? So this is like, get out of social media, get out of these stories and listen to the true story, which is Mother Earth, which is nature, okay? That song, it's nature's way of telling you. Another thing that I've been thinking about along this journey is, I've dealt with my own sickness. This love has made me weak and sick. If a relationship of any kind is starting to affect your health, first off, you're giving someone else the power of something so sacred, which is your body and your soul here on earth. You're allowing them to imprint on your journey, which is sacred within you, right? I think there's a book called Codependency Kills. If this dynamic is making you sick, or any dynamic is, it's something within you that you're giving the power to other people to dictate your truth and your reality and your journey. And that's something you have to look at within yourself. Why am I not enough? Why am I giving other dynamics so much power over dictating my state of being, okay? Now, your masculine most likely has the same wounds as you. So if you're always like, he's stuck in a karmic, he's not, he's codependent, he's got all these addictions, well, it's probably because you do too. He's not going to step up to the plate and get out of his codependent addictions until you do, until you start to put yourself first. You are enough, okay? Lighthouse. Don't doubt your worth. Now, this could, people throw these things out and it's like, oh, okay, that's great. But this is a true digging of where do you don't feel like you're worthy, and what are the messages you're constantly telling yourself throughout the day that are, feeding this monster, feeding this dragon of feeling unworthy, because it's a lot of like programming from the past. It's a lot of, digging. It's not just saying that, it's like actually stopping the negative voices that are telling you you're not enough. Okay. I pulled a few from my Divine Feminine, What Should You Do deck. This is Capricorn. So this could either be that you're a Capricorn, your masculine's a Capricorn, whatever, someone in your life is a Capricorn. But this is also, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which is a very disciplinarian, harsh planet. Okay, so Capricorns know that you have an inner dialogue that's like beating you up all the time, because it's like the harsh paternal figure that is constantly disciplining you. So it's a very masculine, hard energy. It's a very high expectation energy. It's a very self-blaming energy. So if anyone ever thinks that Capricorns don't ever blame themselves, it's the farthest thing from the truth. They take on way too much responsibility for everything. So where are you being too much of a Capricorn here? Where are you, being too harsh on yourself in this like cold winter in your soul all the time, okay? We have this chapter is not over. Now, this could be referring to your twin flame journey, but this will also be, there's still things you need to learn in certain chapters of your life that you're maybe not getting, that keep coming up in different ways, okay? So there's a lesson that's trying to make its way towards you that you're supposed to be learning here, okay? Like I said, I see the twin flame journey as a gift to further explore my soul. This is a soul-seeking journey, guys. We pulled the birds of a feather flock together here. Number 25. Now, to me, I see this in multiple ways. For one, whoever you surround yourself with is sort of a reflection of you. So if you're blaming other people, if you're pointing the finger, it's a reflection back to you. It's also that be careful of who you surround yourself with, because you will start to become those people, okay? This is also, to me, like, you can change any point in this journey. You can wake up one day and say, I don't want to be that person anymore. I'm changing. And it could be a month from when you were close to someone and they can feel like, oh, I know who you are. No, they don't. Because every day we have a choice to change who we are. And so you can start to remove yourself from toxic energies. But it's not just about removing yourself from toxic energies. It's deciding who you want to be. And that could change at any point in this journey. And you can stop being identified by who you were to the people around you. Other people don't define you, okay? Now, if you're hanging around someone a lot and you're picking up their energy and you're feeding off of that, yeah, that is going to define your path. This says sharing community, a sense of belonging, fellowship, like with like-hearted people, understanding the concept of we before me. Have you ever wondered how people naturally gravitate to one another, discovering a surprising intimacy and connection? There's a kind of magnetic energy, like an invisible ray of light. This is birds of a feather. It comes from instinctual need for belonging. So, the feminine has that, and I think that's what happens when she meets the masculine. It's like she finally feels like she's home. This is where she belongs, okay? Unfortunately, you're not going to feel like you belong to anyone until you really feel like you own who you are. So there's no person outside of yourself that's going to give you this sense of belonging and community. If you are constantly sabotaging relationships because inside you don't feel like you deserve it, you're never going to find this, because there's something within you hindering you from doing that, okay? So don't believe your fears. How much are your fears driving your dynamic? How much are your fears driving your life, your decisions, whether you're going to try something new? How much of your fears are just playing out through your head all day long, okay? So I feel like the divine feminine right now is really being called to raise, obviously, this is always what she's being due, to her highest vibration. When I was meditating this morning, I actually thought about the throat chakra. To me, the throat chakra is all about authenticity, showing up honestly, being accountable, being true to your word, being genuine, okay? So your masculine is not going to be accountable if you're not accountable within your own life. You guys, I'm gonna just keep saying it's a mirroring journey, okay? It's not about what they're doing, they, them, him, her. No, this is about you. How are you being accountable? How are you being true to your word? How are you expressing yourself authentically from your throat chakra, okay? And how are you getting grounded and rooted in yourself? You know, the root chakra is also about confidence, about staying centered. It's about keeping your own energy, knowing your worth, staying grounded in that. Your masculine's never going to come forward if you don't get grounded, okay? So this is very important. Yoga, meditation, whatever it is you need to do, putting your feet in dirt, being out in nature, going outside for a walk, being with animals, whatever it is that you need to do. There is a lot of grounding energy here. We have 2 Pentacles cards. Now look at how beautiful. This was on the bottom of the deck after shuffling it a lot. Independence. So this is about you not needing to define yourself by the people around you, but you finding your own voice, okay? You finding your own truth, you being confident in that. This is also about, you know, focusing on things in the earthly realm, concrete things that you want to accomplish, just really staying rooted and grounded in that Pentacles energy, okay? Even though a lot of us feel like starseeds, we don't feel like earth beings. We have tell her. So this could be anything. This could be, you know, being authentic with a feminine in your life. Your masculine, divine masculine could be a feminine, so there may be something that you need to tell her. But I feel this is also like, if you guys get your shit together, your masculine will finally tell you how he really feels, okay? There will be movement once you really start to focus on yourself and not focus just on the communication, but focus on movement, moving out of a chapter that you've been replaying over and over again. Because if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, there's going to be no movement. You have to create movement by making changes here, okay? And I think this is the last card that I haven't addressed yet. We have the lapis lazuli star, the starlight. My inner vision guides my higher purpose. You have to, and then we have an I am wise, okay? So this wisdom that you have, this intuition, it's a gift, okay? It is your gift as a divine feminine. Are you using it? Are you ignoring it? How are you using it to help you in your life, okay? When you have intuition about something, are you just ignoring it? Because if that's happening, then you're going to keep redoing the same lesson over and over again, okay? And you're going to keep attracting the same problematic situations because you're not fixing the issue which is within yourself. And it's not to say being hard on yourself, it's having self-love, saying I love you, you know, continuously to yourself throughout the day, not believing any negative things. I just created a deck and I don't have it yet, so but that it would be really helpful for this kind of reading. All right, guys, so that is your reading. I hope it resonated with you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.